Hey, hello there and welcome. I'm Bob Proctor with the Proctor Gallagher Institute. Do you know, for 40 some years now, for actually 52 years, I've been dealing in ideas. Ideas. Do you know that everything around you is an expression of an idea? The clothes you're wearing, the jewelry you have in your hand, the telephone you operate with, the car that you drive, the chair you're sitting on, the desk you're sitting at. It was all nothing but an idea in a person's mind at one time. Now, I want you to think of this for a moment. I'm going to switch gears on you. There is a law that governs compensation. The law of compensation clearly states that the amount of money you earn is always in direct ratio to the need for what you do, your ability to do it, and the difficulty there is in replacing you. Think about that for a moment. Idea people are the highest paid people in the world. Do you know the telephone was nothing but an idea? Bell had a good idea. He really did. Think of this for a moment. This telephone is nothing but an idea. Now, do you see, someone had the idea that we could have a smartphone that would have all kinds of power. I could take your picture and hit a button and boom, the picture's omnipresent. Doesn't matter where you are in the world, that picture's there. Why? Because on the internet's nothing but an idea. You see, you and I are creative beings. We've got this godlike ability to create. We've been given creative faculties. We have the ability, with these beautiful mental faculties we have, to create our own environment. Now that means that we have the ability to originate ideas. Thinking is one of the highest functions we're capable of. Do you ever think of what your imagination is? Your imagination, Napoleon Hill puts it very well in his book, Think and Grow Rich. He said, the imagination is the most marvelous, miraculous, inconceivably powerful force that the world has ever known. Well, I started out with a very beautiful imagination, and they got me in school, and wham, they knocked it out of me. They called it not paying attention. And so I stopped using my imagination until I was 26. And that's when I started to use it again. See, I was going down the wrong road. I had the idea that I couldn't do anything. I saw people doing things, but I think I can't do that. I had an idea. It was a self-image, and it was me, and I didn't like me. And then I got studying the information that I deal with now, and I started to like me. I started to find out things about myself. See, the more you study you, the more fascinated you're going to be with you. Do you know that you've got enough energy, enough potential power in your hand to light up a good-sized building for probably a month? There's about 11 million kilowatt hours per pound potential energy locked up in the electrons in the atoms of your body. You're not short of power, believe me. And you know something? You're not short of ideas, because energy is flowing to and through us. You can actually photograph the energy leaving your body. Semyon Kurlin, a Russian photographer, way back in 1934, perfected a form of photography where you can photograph the energy leaving the body. It's called Kurlian photography. Well, you see, as you change ideas in your mind, the vibration that you're in changes. Your whole world changes. Ideas, I don't care how you cut it, have power. They have the power to change the whole world. Look at how much this little thing changed the world. It's enormous when you think about it. Now here's something else. Somebody else come up with an idea. Do you know what this is? This is a cord that I use for charging my phone. There's the USB port. I can plug that into a plug in the wall. And there's the little port, the small USB port, that plugs into my telephone. See, somebody thought, I'm going to get a cord that he can stick in his pocket. Just an idea, but it's serving a lot of people, serving me. And of course, the person that made it get paid for it. Have you any idea what your ideas are worth? Now, how you execute the ideas, how you actually take them to market is another subject. I'm not talking about that right now, but I'm going to send you another video. If you're watching this one, you're going to get another one. And I'm going to talk about how to take the idea to market and turn it into gold in your bank account. You know, it's so basic and it's so simple, and most people miss it. It's really true. Most people miss it. I'm going to give you an example of an idea that I took to market. I was on a tour. I was going around the world doing seminars. The secret apparently has created a demand for my service all over the world. And so anyway, I was on a world tour. I went into Tel Aviv, and this is just a little over a year ago. I went from Tel Aviv to Cyprus, from Cyprus to Dubai, then from Dubai to Melbourne, Australia, from Melbourne over to Auckland in New Zealand, then back to Los Angeles, and then from Los Angeles back to Toronto, where I live. And everywhere I went, they had big crowds in the seminar where I was teaching this information. And everywhere I went, people were saying, could I just spend 5 minutes? Could I have an hour? Could I have just 15 minutes with you? They knew that I had information that they wanted. And I wanted to spend time with them. But then somebody saying, come on, we got the plane. We got to catch a plane. We're going to miss the plane. And I'd get on the plane and I'd think, this isn't right. I should be able to spend time with those people. I know I had ideas that could help them. And then the same when I get to the next city and the next city. So by the time I got on the plane in Los Angeles to fly home, it was starting to bother me. I thought, gosh, there's got to be some way that I can reach these people. Now, what was I doing? I was setting myself up for the creation of ideas. I had created a situation where I could serve people. And that's how ideas start. So I'm on the plane and I thought, streaming. I think I could go to all of those places if I was streaming. Now, I know nothing about streaming. You would not call me a techie for anything but. But at any rate, I get into Toronto and I got Joshua Carr on the phone, our IT guy. He's a brilliant young guy. And I said, Joshua, what do you know about streaming? Well, he said, I don't know. What do you want to know about it? I said, can I stream? Well, he said, of course you can. Well, I said, how would I do that? Well, I'll set your computer up. Now, Josh has passed. He can come on my computer and he fixes it for me. But a half hour later, he phones back. He says, okay, I want you to look on your desktop. Now click on this. And he told me where to go. He said, now, there, you can stream. All you have to do is hook your camera up. I said, get out of here. I said, where would it go? He said, wherever you want it to go. I thought, wow. Then I got thinking, what can I do with this? Then all of a sudden, boom, boom, the idea hit me. I'm going to start the streaming club. I'll start the streaming club. I'll sell it. People can have a subscription to the streaming club. And I'll send ideas to them every week. I thought, yeah. Do you know within 3 hours, I had over 300 people in 63 countries that were signed up for the streaming club. I think it's at $98 a month. And then I thought, I know how to expand this. I'm going to take half that money and give it to the people that sign up. So I started what was called a referral program. And if you're a part of the streaming club and you refer someone, if John refers Mary, every month Mary pays for the streaming club, John gets half of it. Now, if you're getting maybe $50 a month and you put in 10 people, you got 500. You put in 100 people and you've got 5,000. Do you see, earning money is simple if you've got the right idea. Well, I not only come up with a great idea to serve all these people, then I plus the idea, I turned it into a referral program. Now, I did not do that by myself. I did that because I had a team of people helping me. You get ideas. Forget about how you're going to execute them. Just get the ideas. You've probably got ideas. You've probably got a number of ideas. Write them down. Ideas are like slippery fish. If you don't gaff them with the point of a pencil, they'll probably get away and they'll never come back. Take the time to sit down and brainstorm with yourself. Start writing your ideas down. Every idea. Don't worry about how you're going to take it to market. I'm going to help you do that. Now think about what I've been saying. I found a need. I needed to communicate to people all over the world. And that's what enabled me or motivated me or inspired me to come up with the idea of streaming. Then I got help. And within 3 hours, I had a business going that's earned a few $100,000 over the past few months. Now, if I can do that, you can do that. I've got nothing going for me except I'm pretty courageous. I'll step out there, you know. Joseph Campbell said, "The cave we fear to enter holds the treasure that we seek." Well, don't you be afraid to enter. I'm going to help you. When you see another video coming from Bob Proctor, you want to make sure you get it, because I'm going to talk to you about how to execute the ideas. It's a beautiful concept, and it's so simple. That's right. Ideas have power. Ideas can change the world. They're already changing your world in all kinds of ways. Understand that you are the highest form of creation on the planet. God has created something in you that is unique. You've got mental faculties beyond the scope of your imagination. Put your imagination to work. This is Bob Proctor with the Proctor Gallagher Institute. Look for the next video coming from the Proctor Gallagher Institute because it's going to show you how to execute your ideas. Thank you.